Hello there, laddies. How's it going, eh? Welcome back to the channel. Got another game here, 4v4 game on some sort of big sea map with a bit of a dead swamp kind of theme around. If you look at the terrain and the sort of barren trees. And this one was sent to me by John. It's a 4v4 game. Looking at the teams here, he's got the green Gungans, one of the pockets. His wing is Hunter here in the blue Geonosians. The other pocket being Grenooli in the teal, that would be the colour. Teal Naboo. And then we've got Russian Blunt here in the purple Republic. And they're facing off again. So we've got Raph here in the red, playing the Confederacy on the wing. Hero in the yellow New Republic. Arnie here in the grey Trade Federation, and last but not least we've got SY here in the orange, in the black Sun Civ. And yeah, a lot of fish in the centre, so ideally you'd like to see people playing around that, taking advantage of the map. Don't know if there's really much odd extra food, little bits of berries, but you never want to go for those. Seems to be quite a few flumps for everyone. You can see that Raph's Lair 2 here. Got one nerf, is it just one nerf that's kicking around? Is there not two or three? Doesn't look like it's like one nerf, a couple of it's enough to get your like carbon processor set up, and then you could start going to fish. But it looks like there is some decent shore fishing opportunities as well. That'd be quite good for our Gungan player. Interesting little pond. These ponds are never quite right though. Like, it'd be okay to like fish in if there was no other water on the map, but it doesn't look like the best for a shore fish. You have to combo it up with Cadu spawns, I think, to make it feel good about that food processor, because it seems awkward of where you would place one to get your workers to fish properly. And a couple of berries as well. But what's interesting is, you know, there's a big lake. The lake isn't the most punishing thing from the coastline though, because if you look around, there's a lot of land space. But we do have Naboo, Gungans, Trade Federation, all really good boat civs. We've got the Republic as well. They're really good on the water. So it seems pretty balanced in that regard, that there's, you know, boat civs in each team. Normally it ends up that they're all on like one team and it just feels terrible. Just painful. So maybe we will see the players actually play around the lake a lot more. Because if you're one of those boat civs, you kind of feel a little bit more invested, keep making boats and try and dominate the water and stuff. As we said, there is good opportunities for alternative play, being there's so much land. So the civs that are not like that can take advantage of it. And here's some of the shorefish we've talked about, that'll really help out. You get some cadus after that as well. That'll feel quite impactful when there's only so many huntables. If we see anyone trying to go for like maybe early mountie aggression, which is technically kind of an option. Don't think we're seeing that out of Raph here. Really quite a player that's prone to it. And instead of the berries here with the food processor. Just playing for like a big T1 and diversifying his food eco here. But saving that carbon rather than going for farms like the hero doing right now. I've not really seen anyone drop the shipyard yet, so nobody's went for like an early shipyard off of the food. Which is interesting. Everyone does know there's a lake, right? Looking at their team vision. And there's a troop center for Hunter. Oh, I don't know if that's going to work, but he's just now dropping farms. It almost seems like it's a premature one. Almost thought he was going to go for mounties, but it doesn't seem so. Since he's now starting building farms, and he's probably going to wish that he just made this 160 carbon into 3 more farms right now. Looking at his food stockpile. Getting a little bit quiet, a little bit boring. I'm going to run out of things to talk about. Here's some ore. As you can see, there are 5 pieces of the ore, and they're each 350. There's 4 pieces of ore. There's another 4. There's another 4. A walling going on here from Raphael. Taking advantage of those super obnoxiously strong light walls. And probably not really costing them too much. What's that, 8 carbon? It's probably like substantially less than what you would use for a prefab. Everyone calling for walls in this, it's kind of interesting. People are getting... Arnie seems to be the most advanced here. He's snuck into the water. It's probably because he's grey. He's probably up there for a little while. I didn't quite see. Got some nice caddies and a couple of shorefish. Together. Something here. Is that the closest you can build that, really? Maybe can't because of that little bit of land. And we can see a Gungan player, John here on the water. Raph now as well, after getting his wall up. Get on the water as well. And John telling his team to wall, but now he's doing it. I just don't really see any mounty aggression though. Everyone's just played a kind of a slow T1, building up a lot of workers, getting a couple of food processors, or getting into a shipyard. It's a slower pace, but we should see it ramp up maybe when they hit T2 and they get their tech buildings down, and then they can put their carbon and their Nova towards getting some frigates out and trying to be aggressive on the water and snatch control, kill off some trawlers and stuff like that. But we do have a bit of a rush potentially occurring here. Is that Raph's worker? What is it doing over there? It's cross map already reported. And a little bit of a pressure push here from SY, but he's kind of getting caught for a wee second here because Hunter's moving across. He's pulling his troops back to try and deal with this, and he's got a little bit of a wall, but not quite fully walled here. Could have closed this bit out and he'd be feeling pretty comfy. And it looks like Hunter's actually going to skip him and go straight to the pocket. This is some scummy stuff from him. You see he's going straight for flag cap Arnie here, who is not going to be quite T3 yet, maybe a third of the way, halfway, just about half. He's got some frigates to try and reach, but they can't reach that far. And that super sucks. TF as well, they can't slam down like 2 prefabs right here and wall them out a little bit. He's just got to run everything. And unfortunately going to lose like 3 workers to this. And most importantly, he's not mining right now. This is a huge disruption. And this would be even worse if his team actually capitalised on it and sent frigates towards him right now. If there was a frigate spam to this point, he would really struggle to be able to keep up his own frigate production and protect his boats. It's unfortunate that maybe like John didn't do that. He's got 3 shipyards right now. They could have really knocked this player out. You can see he might actually end up getting punished himself once Arnie gets back online, because Arnie has snuck out 6 boats. He's tech level 3. Doesn't have a mech factory though, so he has to go and build that now. And SY wants sending 3 troopers to him, but not really. There he goes, he's doing a little bit of aggression, but really quite a timid rush, just 1 troop centre. He's trying to tech up himself. So all it's really resulted in is he's let his pocket just have a really bad time. And you see the Russian blunt has managed to carve a little bit of a hole through here. Raph obviously going for T3 without walling. And this is what Arnie couldn't do, being Trade Federation. Is just make a few like extra prefabs, sort of wall. Control the movement of the troopers. Oh god, he almost got on top of him there. Should have a strike mech coming out in a moment. Some air rallied here to Raph's boats, so he gets his own air base. And Russian blunt is getting quite a little bit of damage here. Not too bad. He's got to watch he doesn't get punished when the tech buildings come online here. And the strike mech having to kite the troopers. At the same time, you've got Hunter trying to rush SY a little bit more here, who is cutting corners to get that tech level 3. He does have his 2 tech buildings. And not much in the water yet, still. Really surprised not to see any frigates out of John here. I think it could really be doing pretty well. His Gungans as well, they're really strong. Like that, invisibility really helps. Oh, there we go. I found them. They've been hiding from me, probably because he's invisible. Need something, maybe. Let's push this away. So that was after the air. So he snuck in there and capitalised on that. That's good. Almost should have finished that power core, maybe. But Arnie is T3. He's got that frigate upgrade, so he's a little bit better here. You can see extra range, extra damage. But the numbers are quite here, and that's going to really come down to the amount of mining, the difference in mining, because of Hunter's Rush here. And Arnie going to lose all of his boats here. Getting flanked, and he's going to get trapped up against the landmass. Raph can go back to mining here. These troopers are still... Oh, they might get the power core. They're going to finish it off. Oh, that's big. The air from Hero here, and Raph going to clean up the troopers now. But it was quite a good bout of early aggression, actually, from Hunter's team. And the boats maybe could have been a little bit sooner. I would have liked to see Arnie get hit while he was rushed. I think that would have been really, really strong teamwork. And it wouldn't have even been cross-mapping either. Again, these frigates and, you know, Confederacy without a power core, not going to be able to really defend that. He used to make like a sensor tower and uses air. Arnie trying to get his boats back up to a critical mass to deal with this army. You can see the upgrades are coming through now. Both got that +2 range. Both frigates. Neither have got the armor yet though. And there's a lot of boats, because it's quite a big production in these 3 shipyards now. That'd be one more than Arnie, and he never suffered the economic problems. Building some anti-air turrets here for Hunter, who seems to be trapped in T2, I guess, from his extended rushing. But certainly put Arnie down a bit. And this should be an easy battle, I think, for the Gungans here. Unless the air comes in. Oh, what is he doing? He just threw that opportunity away completely. That's a massive miss micro. He needs to just get some anti-air boats. Just 2 of them and he's fine. And he can just keep the pressure going. Does have the armor now as well. Just needs to watch himself getting air raided, because he's built Hunter 2 turrets, but he's actually got nothing to defend himself if air came his way. To rely on Grenooli, which isn't the best to rely on the other side of the map. Seems a little bit excessive. Can't Hunter just build some anti-air troopers? And the other side's been sort of having a little bit of a nap after all that. Like Raph had to sort of recover, get his power core back and everything. Hero's got a big amount of air, but he seems to be quite drawn to come in and trying to help on the side. And we've got Grenooli actually joining in here in the centre. These guys linking up. The air trying to take a trade, Grenooli. That is not good. You see, because he moved them in just like a movement command, they sort of had to reach the movement point, like all get in the right formation, and then they had to reset, and then their targeting begins. That's why we always use patrol, because like they'll basically just instantly go into that targeting mode and seek out the units, rather than wait till they get to the point that you've clicked them to patrol to. So Hero absolutely smashed him in that trade, just because of that miss micro. And it should have been a lot closer. I don't think anyone would be really guaranteed to win. Maybe Hero though, just because of the units that would be distracting the fighters from Grenooli, but I still think it would have been a somewhat even trade. Some strikes from Arnie here, just hanging about, but it looks like there is quite a good team wall going on here. Well, not quite actually. There's a gap at the end. Interesting to see what Raph's going to do here is Confederacy. I'd say the most impactful thing that you can do with that civ right now in the current climate is, I suppose, get the Magna Guards out somewhere. Be harassing the economy with those, if you could get them across past the walls. Because you've got players here that really don't have anything to deal with that. Like, literally no one could deal with it. You've got an air player and a player just building boats. Where are they going? They're trying to distract shots or something. And we still don't see the armor here for Arnie. But a lot of these boats get, like, I think he overbuilt out here as well. See, Arnie's just on patrol, just doing what you do, but John's army is like running back and forth, confused and indecisive, and it's just costing him like a frigate per second. I think this is kind of a time to add on a lot more production as well. Like maybe go up to like 5 shipyards, go up to tech level 4. I assume these two on this side are maybe thinking about going up to T4. We've got Arnie hit T4. Oh, Raph's actually really trapped in T3 in this game. And anti-air, he's paranoid about some T4 air coming his way. Is Grenooli T4? No. So Arnie being T4 here, it can really press the upgrade advantage here. And he got a really nice opportunity because he got to sort of reset a lot of the numbers of John's army. So theoretically all he needs to do is get his upgrades. So get his +1 range, get his advanced frigate upgrade, and then just go at him. And look to try and just wipe the entire army. I don't like this trying to get destroyers and be cute about it here. I think you should just stick with frigates because it's much more consistent and versatile. Just gonna go and try and kill off some boats here, but I worry about what's going to happen to him here when these upgrades come in for Arnie. Advanced frigates in, range is almost done. And you know, it's quite some numbers that's going to get thrown at him here. Range not quite done, is it? But damn. There we go. So even some air from SY coming to help out here as well, but it's not necessary. This army just going to smash everything. And that is going to be them knocked off the water. This really shows you how important it is to prioritise, you know, staying ahead in terms of the tech game. And I'm not taking meaningless trades here, because that's just what's really invited this opportunity. And I think that Arnie's actually had quite a punished game. But just through some better decision making and some consistency, he pulled it right back, and now the water's his. And that'll be a sigh of relief for his team, so they can all just defish. Quite happy without food income. Doesn't really affect John's team too much though, because he seems to be the only one that's actually on the water and fishing. So I don't really see anything else going on. No like air raids or anything. Everyone's pretty focused, hyper focused on the lake. Then they'll focus on the land. It's kind of near impossible to get back into the water after something. Look at how many boats there are. Like, they shouldn't let you build any shipyards. There's no way to get back on the water. The saving grace is that they, as I said before, there's a lot of land, so you don't necessarily need to be on the coastline getting hit by cruisers. Yeah, looks like Raph's feeling a lot better now. Going to build a fortress here. Oh, command center. Forward command center. From one of these walls. I feel like Grenooli not quite noticing there. Could have killed all these workers. Go for here. I have to research the batteries. I wonder if it's still going. He did have a power core. Cancel it. I did get it. Didn't build them. A lot of air here from Grenooli. You know, again, just patrolling in better. Gonna wipe all of that out. Does he even have shields there? No. A little bit of a visual thing. Who is T4? Arnie, Hero, John. Nobody else. Why air civ still lingering at 40 minutes, not in T4? Interesting. That's right, throwing out these gladiator droids. Just doing quite some good damage here. The MDs do well against them in this form, but when they go into their second mode, they suck. Like, this is just suffering. You got that minimum range, he has to try and run away, and takes like no damage from the Mech destroyers. So you need a bit of a diverse army to deal with these gladiator droids. Quite strong out the box. Raph grabbing some holocrons, seems to be quite a few down on his side. Help him get a bit of a big Nova income. So now I'm going to have to start teching into land units. This is Arnie here probably. Can't just play boats forever. Not really much for him to shell as well. I'll need to go into Mech probably. Or Destroyer Droid. I'm building 2 fortresses. Gladiator Droid's going to go down here. Like a nice little diverse army here for Hunter. Got some Mounties, some Mech Destroyers, a couple of Troopers. Help deal with those Gladiator Droids. The wall a little bit annoying, but you see this got a surge of Mechs coming through now. Some decent range upgrades, doesn't quite have any armor ones yet, or some health upgrades though. Let's have heavy Mech and the range. Still very quiet on this side. Raph not really decided what he's doing, just seems to be really paranoid about getting air raided. Playing really turtly. Worried about Grenooli, like hyper focusing on my air maybe. Hero on the other hand, taking a trade here in Grenooli's base. Each got fast fighter. His armor here and a couple of interceptors for Grenooli, and he has that home advantage though, he just had a lot more in numbers. Hunter's T4, but he's making some pummels. I'd like to see him get a cannon. Cannon would be super safe here and could just shell all this down. Now, this is quite bad for SY to lose control of this position because the cannons will be so safe from so many angles and just knock this down, and then he's going to lose what? 1300 in ore. And here come the Destroyer Droids. They're a good unit. They got their shields in a shield. Unfortunately, they only get the one shield here, but. However, being troopers, none of his range upgrades affect them from his boats, and it seems like a kind of a bad one to tack into for a little while. Good against these troopers though. It'd be better to just go into Mech, because he'll have all the Mech upgrades, like the range ones. These need the trooper upgrades from the troop centre. They're not really suiting how he's played all game. Doesn't have any troop centres. Expensive unit as well. I don't know if there's really a hyper amount of Nova on this map either, and the trades are quite slow to get up. Everything in this game has been quite slow to get going. The shield generator is pretty accessible by that cannon. It's going to go straight down, isn't it? 3 cannons hitting it. Trying to focus them down, but there goes the shot. And down goes the shields. Both players losing shields there. But again, still a lot of units here frontlining for Hunter, and not actually much from Jonathan getting just stuck behind the wall, shooting at the SY wall. Some more air raids. It's just Hero and Grenooli like trying to fight each other in the air, trying to cancel each other out at the moment. And Raph is getting those fortresses up now, so we're going to be playing around those Magna Guards, most likely. Make Jedi Starfighter. Said local man who wants to win game. The rest still grabbing up these holocrons. Getting his trade going. Feeling quite safe from the air. On his way to T4. John getting these heavy strikes through now. I'm going to try and go and raid. And looks like Arnie's plans of Destroyer Droid, he's just given up on them. Not going to work. Just take too long to get all the upgrades for them as well. So he's going to Assault Mechs here. Need a bit more production than that, I feel. I really struggled to get out of this like boat frame of mind and get more production down and slam out some units. Looks like they've been hyper building a lot of traders as well. They're trying to go into like pure assault mechs from this point. I worry that John's going to get a lot of units through and get some good raiding damage while they wait for that. The bombers are a nice touch here from SY. Help clear those out. It's not a good sign, is it? The fortresses with garrisoned units, what could they be? What type of guards? Magnesium defenders. I suppose it's time on the monster again. Down goes the fortress here. He's getting the assault mechs up. We're gonna get a few. Oh, AC. Where is the hero? Right there. Good stalling from SY. I think SY's doing quite well here. His army would have been like, if they linked up Arnie and Arnie just built like a few mech destroyers, they would have done quite well to hold, I think. Because this is, it's not like, you've got John building straight mechs right now rather than just an MD swell. And it's just Geo Troopers, they don't have much health. But they should be okay if they can hold this position now. He's got the assault mechs out and there's not really much to deal with the assault mechs either. It's just that SY's taking a little bit of a beating. And I think there's a really bad risk of, you know, you could rally his strikes here and run through this way as well. Like if those strikes are getting round and getting into the economy and starting to affect like the other players, it'd be quite bad. The Magna's been unleashed yet. No. Still got the air running around. Some assault mechs from SY. Mexican pride here, the Black Sun once. Get myself a soundboard. Start playing the mech's music when I see the alternative, the hipster choices in assault mechs. Controversial assault mech choice. The Mounties running around, they might do, this is something Arnie loves to do, is run around and cap power cores. So Destroyer Droid's helping here, but Strike mechs tend to be just as good, really. It's annoying for them, more units running past. And there's some troopers here from SY. Not got much of his damage upgrades yet, though. He's missing +3 damage. But their army's quite good together in the shields. I mean, the assault mech is pretty much like, you know, triple S tier, right? If you combine it with like any other units, basically. You've always gonna have like a high army comp there. Oh, the Magnus were thrown out, but look at Russian Blunt. He was ready! Oh my! I didn't quite notice this. Oh, here's a few of them. You see how fast they'll kill off these workers. And it'll be really annoying for these players to deal with. You're going to have to try and pump out a lot of strike mechs here. The fighters are not great. You see, look at their armour, they got tons and tons of armour. Oh, slacking on this side though with the numbers, and Raph's feeling like he's going to have to go and come and help this side. It's maybe not. It would take quite a while for Russian Blunt to get through here with all these fortresses and, you know, his own walls in the way. So we're going to try and play this other side and make sure that they do not get broken, because if they start losing the trade and SY goes down here, it's going to be a disaster. Arnie still 6 range. These destroyer droids. Build a troops out. Does he even have one? Please. Does have one. Where's the upgrades? Does he not know? Surely he knows. The Magna's running in here. Goddamn tanky, but not really going to do much in a shield. If the assault mechs were, well, there's only really one there. If there were more there just taking shots, they'd be the ultimate, you know, like front line for this army. Worry here though. He's trying to get a shield generator and stuff, but like they can see him going over there now, and Raph doesn't really have anything else in his army. He needs to get maybe some strike mechs or something, or his own troopers out. We're going to try for some artillery. He needs something to start wiping out these troopers. Can maybe have an air cruiser or two. I used to watch. Grenooli's got loads of air though. We can set up like a little anti-air bit. These units need to get up here and take advantage of these tanky Magna Guards. There we go, +1 range, he's doing it. He has found it. A little bit disappointed in the numbers of units here from John. I feel like he's should be quite solid now, being a pocket. It wasn't like super hyper reliant on the water there. He's got loads of farms and stuff. Or does he? Oh, that doesn't look like a very good farm count. This command center looking bare. Pumping out a lot of traders as well. You see that the brunt of these units now are just pretty much hunter. With the Acklays. Oh well. I feel like these things are going to shred Acklays though. Because of their armour. Bonus damage. Acklays are just not the solution here, because the destroyer droids are like really hyper anti-trooper as well. This army just going to carve through here. You're pretty much going to need like loads of troopers and strikes to kill this. Probably like troopers, grenadiers, so you can start hitting the assault mechs with the grenadiers. A big flat group of mech destroyers would be decent as well though. Because they do okay damage in big numbers. Once you get all the war center upgrades. Yeah, russianblunt looking like he's got a big amount of cannons just going around tapping off these forts here. Unfortunately, Raph building all these forward facing, he's starting to lose his Magna Guard production. But yeah, it's certainly giving them a decent amount of progress here. But front line a bit, it's a lot of Magna Guards that have died for this. And there's just not that many assault mechs still. The guy's still getting the trade. These things just take so long to pay off, I think, for a long time. And that's not good. If these get through here, that is disaster. I'm trying to get to some sort of transitionary army. Trying to wall things out here. Stall these, well, it's pretty difficult to try and get that wall up in time. Most late in the game will lag and speed upgraded strike mechs. Probably like kill the wall in a few volleys anyway. If you're still missing an upgrade. +7. The artillery looking a little bit confused on the wall. Like, I cannot believe they're prioritising the wall here. Targeting is so bad for going for buildings. Hunter's gonna have to like do a little bit of personal growth here and realise that troopers are not working out, like melee troopers. It'd be much better off to actually just like throw these into the economy or something. Like try and knock this spaceport down and then just flood this way rather than... because everything's just gonna die. The destroyer droids are really, really, really good against troopers. Running, this is just not the army. The assault mechs are here. Oh, a shield generator. How poorly that performs. And Grenooli really getting in here and doing a lot of damage. Can't touch the traders, fortunately, because they're in the air. That's the benefit of these. Just that they're taking a lot longer to pay off for people when they need their Nova. Let's have some artillery out now. Some troopers front line, trying to get those upgrades out in transition. The Russian blunts just sort of ran past them here. It's kind of bold when the pocket's got air, but hey. I don't know if this was him though, it's probably the strike mechs. Really still running around. Causing mayhem. A long distance for them to go though to like influence this side. In the same way that Raph's been influencing this side with this front lining. And this is looking like quite a strong army now from Arnie, since a lot of these destroyer droids have survived. There's a few more assault mechs now, some cannons coming out. They get pushed with these shields to grab up this ore and stuff. Right, resuming about now, probably. The game crashed at like... but now we're in. Not great. Have to go all the way through. Try and cut things out a little bit. Tidy up a little bit. Difficult though, because it's quite large files and large lengths. It takes a long time to render things like that, so... Anyway, we've got to try to get on these grenadiers and stuff, but everything's just in a sort of meat grinder moment here. It's just crashing into this army. This army is so versatile. It's got great anti-building damage. I mean, something's got bonus damages against practically everything in the game. Cannons here, we've got shields that can grab up the ore and stuff. It's looking pretty good. On the other side though, Raph's really struggling to like come and throw all his Magna Guards on this side and then defend things this side while teching into repeater troopers. Because he's still not quite got all the upgrades, so it's difficult to get everything out here. And he's having a lot of his buildings and production capped as well. Like that's pretty much, this is his 5th fortress that's going to go down, I think. Russian-blunt been doing a really good job getting these cannons out and focusing these down while he can. And these troopers have got these strike mechs trying to get through. I think it'd be better to actually just take the trade rather than run through into melee mode. Only +2 though, so they're not killing them quite as quickly as they could, but still, I mean, it's practically a gift to running. Then again, oh, maybe that damage really does matter in this instance. That +2 is just not enough compared to the armor. He's actually won that trade, surprisingly. That's crazy. Assault mechs out now. The assault mechs and grenadiers, this is going to be quite a potent combo, I think. We still just need a little bit more in the front line. We need some beefy units here. The Acklays might actually do a job if these destroyer droids go down a bit. I'd like to see some grenadiers from Hunter here as well. And a lot more repeaters and just a lot more troops in general. the assault mech's running forward a bit. Could use the odd Famba as well, I think, maybe, to get a little bit more overlapping shields. Particularly when they run out the shield out the front here and they're trying to focus things down. I think that would really help. That way they can maintain their shield. Here, some ACs. Try and hold here on this side. Such a punish game for Raphael. But he's doing a good job holding things and dealing with it. It's a Masters. Could be huge if they get out there into the trade. It'd be absolutely devastating. I feel like this is probably much more punishing, right? When you lose your spaceports with these freighters because of how long they take. Because if they get confused and they start going the wrong ways and then they go idle somewhere in a corner, like, it's going to take you forever to get them to go back the way. Whereas the hovercrafts are pretty nimble. They just don't carry as much. It might not always be about having the full amount of Nova that you would get, but just having some Nova always, consistently, so you can get the right units out at the right moments. Cost opportunity. These big blimp air cruisers get some good shots here. Only 8 range on these. Not the best. The Republic, you've got much better options than interceptors. Interceptor with shield. Oh, he's still just marching. I don't really feel like it's that big. It's just not losing anything. Oh, Masters are somewhere. Confirmed power cores, that's big. Hunter needs to be traded as well. Like, everyone needs to be traded at this point. There's only really 2 folk here with pockets. It's a problem. He's really lucky this has been completely untouched here on the side. Hunter saying it's GG, I'm broke. The other side is winning at the moment. They're trying to stall out, just hope Arnie's side pushes through. Which is a good chance for that. All these assault mechs getting higher and higher now. Numbers are swelling. A lot of destroyer droids as well. Grenooli's got so many harassing units running around. A bit of a Jedi conversion war going on here. Let's convert it back. We'll convert this one away from hero. Doesn't have the detection upgrade though. So he just needs to go into like no attack stance. Can't see him. He's just cancelling it by doing that as well. Raph have anything anymore? He's got an army here. He's pushing. John getting on the side with the assault mechs. I'm trying to maybe put up a defense here and try and get the other side to push through even more. Really just really needed to go off and just cap all these spaceports though. Are they walled in? He's trying to wall them in maybe. Be a smart solution. Oh, there he goes. I don't know if heroes really got the numbers to convert these away. The front is going to have to change again. Arnie's still marching through here. Raph's pretty much out of it now. Maybe you could still do some like wall in here, help the spaceports. It'd be kind of best to probably actually just set up some troop centers here and just defend their spaceports for the team. While Arnie's marching through here. I think this is almost a little bit of a gift here. If these units like just walk through and start going into Arnie's economy, it's going to be a huge problem, because every loss here is going to get much worse, and it's going to give John a better chance of holding. These units are absolutely lost. They try and get in the water now. So we could make some destroyers or something. So many Jedis going on here that converting each other. The Yellow and Teal Wars. The New Republic versus the Naboo. It looks like Grenooli's just got the higher count though. And so he's... I mean, how many of these were always his, you know, like maybe he's stolen quite a lot of these from Hero. He's still not gone and deleted these spaceports though, which is just a huge... Like, how, every time I have a long game, this is all I talk about because it's like the most ridiculously impactful thing you can do with Masters. Borderline broken. You go off, you steal the spaceports, you delete them, and it practically like wipes out the entire team's economy. Is he on his way finally? Oh, he's still got 2k Nova. He's getting in a good spot, but I mean, there's a shield as well. You're kind of just relying on friendly fire damage here, probably. Still the destroyer droids that are hyper focusing them down. I think Hunter would be better to just like run destroyer droid, mounties past and start killing power cores and stuff. Be more impactful. There's just nothing you can do with this army. They should probably have air cruisers, because there's not really any anti-air at all. It's like the most cost-effective way to start whittling this army down, attrition it. Because they're not always going to be in shields as they march further and further forward. Right, the spaceports have been converted now. That's huge. And you can see Raph is going to start building troop centres here. But that is devastating for like, all these fighters just going idle. No more Nova. He's going to take the other ones as well. That's just crazy huge. It's really bad for them. These units start marching through. They're going to get into the economy. It's kind of just going to leave a scenario, but this is all Arnie's got now, really. Though it is a lot, it's almost like a campaign mission now for him. He's going to get to the other side and delete their trade. Trying to build some shield walls to stall out, which is good. SY on anti-Jedi. I think he's got the upgrade. I wonder. I do get a really good... I'm not going to check, because I swear that's what crashed my game last time. Going into that text screen. You can do that less when I'm like deep into a game. Trying to get some new spaceports up. Where's the ACs, man? Just zero anti-air. Flock of bombers would be quite cool as well from Grenooli. And of course, the Masters would be good here as well. Could just come up and start converting all these. Surprised he hasn't done that now. Because all they really, like, it's like their priorities changed. They've got so many units on the side, it's pretty much just, you gotta wipe this army out, right? Well, Jedi ass Mech, he says. That'd be good. Hero's got quite a lot of Masters here. Oof, look, all those bounty hunters hidden at the front though. They're gonna get a few trades here. I don't think they win because, you know, Master strong, but a couple killed. Just got another defensive force out here for the spaceports. We won't let the atrocities of the past happen again. This bounty hunter repeater army. +5 damage. Arnie's still marching. I don't know. Maybe not clocked on that there's no way. Even some Gungan bombers would be great here right now. Rather than throwing out these assault mechs at them. Are they getting converted? Only one. Raph is holding the spaceports. Quite a lot out. Strike mechs everywhere in the economy. But are we still marching through? Just needs to be a little bit more attentive though and get to the spaceports. Just go straight at them. Getting a little bit wide, he's spreading himself a little bit too thin here. And that's just going to take advantage of that. Having his holocrons confiscated. But he had 4 of them. The Confederacy players got the holos in your team. Thief. And the Masters now, the army is gonna get. Can't. Strider draws the good damage to these though, but detection's the problem. And then they're going to start targeting the ones that get converted. And trade's probably held now. I'm going to struggle to remax these armies up. SY's actually got a lot. SY probably should just be over here. Let's be honest. He's actually got quite a decent amount of anti-Jedi forces here. If you could just link up with these units and keep them alive, it would really help. Because there's still a lot of anti-building damage here. Russian doing a really good job getting through this wall with his cannons. As Raph is sort of advancing out here. Here on the other hand, they have a bunch of Jedi running around. Not sure where they're off to now. Trade alive on the side. Arnie, SY just need to regroup, I think. They'll be quite strong. Cheeky air cruiser would be really nice over here. Russian getting on top of this for the. Where's the fighters? Just need some fighters here. We'll kill these troopers off quite quickly with pretty much no recourse from Russian blunt now. Russian coming on this side now with Mounties. Army's pretty anti-Mountie though. back on the water. But why? This is the real Titan shine for these Jedi players, for Hero and Grenooli, just when these numbers get lower and the Masters get higher and higher because they're not really dying too much in their invisibility. Start stealing all the way the higher cost units. Mounties are running in here. Need to be unstaggered a little bit though, probably, with these assault mechs. But with the Masters stealing units, like especially the important ones like the Destroyer Droids, the Strike Mechs and stuff. He's giving up on that. The assault mechs actually got some really good shots, I think. See that clump dying there. Really just need to convert the assault mechs away, huh? A lot of dead mounties. Probably too many. I might see them push back on this side now, to be honest. Good trade for Destroyer Droids. Great damage against the Strike Mechs. Hunter lost his secret farming community that had been there for generations. They are gone now. What's left of them migrated top corner. Really converting so much stuff here. Army really gonna struggle against Masters. Still no purge. Oldest shield generator killed. Shooting the assault mechs. That shouldn't have happened. Russian getting really lucky there. God damn. Strike next. Where are they trying? What are they trying to do? I don't think there's really much for Strike Mechs to be killing these days. All the traders in the air as well. Master's converting more and more as the assault mechs march. It's just like, he can have assault mechs, you can't at this point. Here he's, the Master's over here really. It's really bad for them. I keep kind of forgetting as well though, like SY can build Masters as Black Sun. Is he even trading at all though? No. There's cargo hovercrafts over here, like in the worst spot. Not a huge amount though. Right, here's Heroes Masters to link up with this army. Maybe he can start converting the Masters away. Looks lost. Get some sensor posts and stuff to help out. Reveal the Masters. Make sure they die when they come in for trades and stuff. Stealing away a lot of these assault mechs. What angry pinging. Looks like these guys are linked up down at the bottom, clearing out Russian Blunt's pushes. Not sure which way it kind of goes. There's still a lot of assault mechs here, it's just they're not fighting at shield. Don't put on shields as Gungans. Where's the Famba? Fambas, and this would be pretty clean for them, I think. Just like to see a lot more like anti-Jedi out of everyone as well, like a couple of bounty hunters and sensor posts and stuff. I mean, this is a lot. If you can afford this much assault mechs, surely you can afford like the odd Famba or two. or your own shield generators. Just buy some more. Air cruisers and masters really whittling this number down. I don't know if John's been too smart with these assault mechs, man. He needs to just hang back a little bit and let the supporting units get out there. From the masters from Grenooli, but he's running in, they're going to get converted, and there's a lot of stuff shooting them as well. These repeaters can be quite good against them. I don't know if they can really get to the trade anymore. Like, Raph's back in the game here. Got a good army together. Hero's been slinging him some resources as well. Some food and some carbon, what he needs for his troopers. You get Fortress and the shield here. The terrain's a little bit annoying. These guys are bugging out a wee bit. But definitely need to make this a strong position that they can't be pushed from. ACs need to get some of those interceptors out from Grenooli. There's a lot of mistakes being made by the Masters players from both sides, where they're just leaving themselves really open to conversion. God damn. He thick. The Republic assault mechs ready to defend the homelands. Maybe Russian blunt is a Latinx here. There's assault mechs out. Maybe everyone needs to stop making assault mechs, I don't know. It's just getting converted on both sides. Switch to something else. SY's got the right idea with fucking air cruisers here, they're really good. What's Russian blunt over here with just some troopers? How has this happened? Repeaters are useless here. I would say assault mechs at this point are useless. You'd be much better with like mech destroyers and Grens and stuff. I don't know. Like both sides just having them swiped away. Not much progress being made. So now you just have to like sneak build assault mechs on the side that the Jedi aren't at. Until eventually Hero clocks on and has like a control group on each side. So just 3 or 4 masters here and this is just shut down. Oh, that's a lot of masters. Sliding through. It's probably, you could actually go for the trade again. Because like a lot of the like forces that were pretty much marshalled to defend it have left. There's 3 assault mechs. It's a campaign mission. You got to show up, convert the assault mechs, bring them down, and start tapping the turrets and power cores. Then you got to convert the spaceports. Go. These ACs here, man. Gonna find the angles, or is he gonna fly at the turret? Oh, he's found one of the angles. Gonna go for the fortress. Oh, 13 range. A-mobile's on the way though, and he's below his load here. Damn. It's like 2 volleys. Right. Is that Hunter? Is Hunter back in the game? Group of Mounties to run into almost an equal amount of assault mechs. They need to find some way around power cores and spaceports and economy and stuff. Like if you went, just go through this wall and just sneak through. That's the play. The Master's converting things here. There's a few from here. Maybe we can start stealing these guys away. Oh, there's so many from Grenooli though. There's some Naboo assault mechs as well. Oh no. Confiscated. Some good AC shots here. All those artillery gone. Grenooli just needs to sneak around and get the trade again. The opportunity's there. Russian blunt though, tech switch extraordinaire. Into the advanced fighters now. Imagine if they were interceptors though. ACs would be dead. I'm just gonna go around and raid things. Trying to be the hero here. He's trying to be the last straw. Brought the camels back, yeah. Old school vanilla GBG here. Fighters on the ACs. You should get them all as well, he's got the numbers. Oh, Hunter, why? What on earth is this? This is not Desert Strike. They don't respawn. What are you up to? It's like mosquito season, the purple mosquitoes, like, just flooding in. Oh, imagine if you just made like attackers or bombers or something Russian. Imagine attackers into this army. You don't got like the best attackers in the game as well as Republic. You get that little upgrade. I mean, the fighters are okay, but like attackers are just like they just decimate this position. They disregard turrets as well. They just don't care. Why don't you go kill the freighters? That would be crazy good. We're struggling here. Arnie's just sit. All Arnie's actually really done is just sit in a shield, and things just work out. They're actually quite too intent and trying to like break this side, and this is the side to break. It always has been, and I mean it was broken as well. Let them get it back. Can he go kill the trade? The hero doesn't have the air. Russians had enough. Dude, what? Imagine if it was interceptors though, you could just go and they wouldn't hit anything but the freighters as well. Oh, did they lose their spaceports? Oh, hero managed to get in there. Oof. Pain. Russia isn't even really trading, is he? Where's he getting all this Nova from? It's just what he's saved all game. So many freighters can die here. Especially get someone in this little clump. This hurts, right? Because it's like carbon's a little bit sparse. Arnie's advancing during this though. Like we need some grenadiers, some mech destroyers. I mean, both players could just like mech destroyer here. Too much reliance on assault mechs. And of course, if Grenooli can go and find an angle Because when the army moves up so much like this, you can see they get disconnected, and then there's angles to convert. There are a lot of freighters down. The purple mosquitoes. More like locusts, I suppose, with they're quick and sudden. Big Arnie. Raph's got a lot of artillery out now. Some good troopers to defend them from the masters. This is like an AC hold now. I need Russian in his infinite Nova somehow, like to make some ACs. Grenooli really pump out a few. ACs hold this army quite well, and then they've got like interceptors and stuff they can hold. I think they've lost a lot of freighters, haven't they? Here come the masters to get some conversions. So there's like powers now. We're not seeing anything changing sides. Just to keep them alive though. Kill some of the numbers. Again, it's still like air cruisers are just always the best here because they just never really invested in anti-air. Don't lose these, move these away. My god, is this an opportunity for Hunters Mounties for once? Looks like all the troopers are dead. Oh, they're still next though. And they get onto the artillery though. It's a tilter. And he's got a lot of assault medics at this point just because he's not losing them fast enough. So Cannon's getting a good position here. I always think the Russian went for interceptors. He probably could have killed like every freighter with the numbers he would have had. Like 2 control groups. This army is like super bombable as well, which is rare to have an instance where you can use bombers effectively, particularly this late in a game. Pretty simple though, isn't it? Like, assault mech doesn't look up. The masters just aren't as potent as they once were because the purge, so you don't get the conversion of the unit. And then you've got masters to worry about converting your masters when you go into trade as well. All you're really effectively doing is just getting 1 kill each time. So many bounty hunters out here. Yeah, Russians try to do too many things. Too many different units. These are useless. And Russians had enough. Saying lag. Isn't really going to trade either though. I think that's his biggest problem. He's got not really much Nova. Just a few cargo hovercrafts. And they're all going to have to GG off of that. I think it was kind of... They had their chances to win the game quite a lot throughout it, but didn't quite make it there. Didn't quite get the killing blow. So Arnie's team, quite stalwart in rebuilding stuff, particularly Raph, rebuilding his army and things like that. Keeping their trade going. And Hero and SY helping out as they can there. But yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of opportunities both sides, but GG well played to everyone involved, and I hope you've enjoyed that. If you do like the content, please consider subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, say what you like about the videos. Like the videos helps the channel get bigger, gets out to more people. And we try to funnel you all into our GBG Discord, where we keep in touch and set up games like this, and we play them on vubley.com. You'll find a link for that down below as well, and you'll find a link for the Expanding Fronts Discord server, which is the mod that we're all playing on. Just kind of like a sort of definitive edition-y kind of... adds a lot of content and upgrades the game in a myriad of ways. And if you want to support the channel another way, there's a PayPal donation link down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.